Why is it that breathing like this is actually worse for your recovery than breathing like this? The diaphragm is basically a muscle that functions as a piston inside of us to be able to create pressure changes inside of the lungs. When the diaphragm contracts, it moves downward and actually creates a pressure space for air to come into our airway. When we breathe in a good neutral posture where our back is a little rounded, the diaphragm can actually push all of the gut contents down and create this big space for air to move inward. But when we have this open scissor thing, only one side of the diaphragm is really able to effectively act, and so a lot of pressure is actually lost in being able to pull air down. If our ribs aren't overly flared outward and our pelvis is right underneath of us, we can move that diaphragm up and down really easily to manage pressure. But when we start to flare our ribs and arch our back, what ends up happening is we lose all of this good contact and we get really inefficient at pulling air inward and sucking the ribs down and pulling the pelvis up. So the next time that your client or athlete is trying to recover with their hands on their knees, let their hands stay on their knees and don't try to tell them to put them above their head.